The Great Pacific Garbage Patch. More than just a floating trash pile. When people imagine the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, GPGP, they often picture massive heaps of trash floating on the ocean's surface, towering piles of waste rising from the sea, or a thick, dirty layer covering the water. These dramatic images may be eye-catching, but they don't accurately represent the true nature of the GPGP, how it formed, or the serious threat it poses to marine life. A journey into a plastic soup. Visiting the GPGP is no simple task. For Bruno Sainte-Rose, a lead computational modeler at the Ocean Cleanup, a nonprofit organization working to remove plastic from the oceans, a trip begins by boarding a vessel in Victoria Harbour, British Columbia. Heading southwest, the ocean appears relatively clean for the first 1,000 miles. Then, all of a sudden, after 3.5 days of sailing, you start noticing more and more debris, Sainte-Rose explains. But this waste doesn't form visible islands of trash. Instead, the GPGP resembles a soup of microplastics, tiny plastic particles suspended in the water. Among this plastic broth float larger items, including clusters of ghost nets, abandoned fishing gear tangled together. The Ocean Cleanup estimates that up to 86% of the plastic in the GPGP comes from fishing-related sources. The patch now spans an area roughly twice the size of Texas. Decades of accumulation reports of large amounts of man-made debris in the North Pacific Ocean date back to the 1970s. While plastic pollution in the oceans is unfortunately common, a 2023 study estimated there are 171 trillion plastic particles floating in our waters. Finding so much plastic so far from land was unexpected. The International Space Station is usually closer to the GPGP than any human being, notes Sainte-Rose. The reason the plastic ends up here lies in ocean currents. The GPGP is trapped in the North Pacific Gyre, a system of rotating currents that pull in and trap floating debris. Over time, the waste collects in slow-moving vortexes, forming two main sections: the Western Garbage Patch near Japan and the Eastern Garbage Patch between California and Hawaii. These areas shift over time, but rarely release the plastic trapped within. In 2024, the Ocean Cleanup removed 11.5 million kilograms of waste from oceans and rivers worldwide. The organization estimates that completely removing the GPGP would cost around $7.5 billion and take about a decade. A plastic-based ecosystem. However, not everyone agrees that cleaning the GPGP is the best solution. The Ocean Cleanup's net systems are designed to remove larger plastic objects, but more than 90% of the debris in the patch consists of microplastics, smaller than 5 millimeters. While the nets are built to avoid trapping marine animals, they also remove the organisms that have made these plastics their homes. Marine microbiologist Sonja Oberbeckmann from Germany's Federal Institute for Material Research and Testing explains that many microbes attach themselves to plastic